2016 Land Rover Discovery Sport. The Discovery Sport is a new nameplate, replacing the LR2 in the Land Rover lineup and heading in a direction that's going to be far more appealing than its predecessor. In many respects it borrows some of the essence of the Range Rover, yet this family-friendly companion keeps the size manageable and the cost affordable, at least by luxury brand standards. In theory, the original Freelander was supposed to be that, but it was a bit too small. Then the LR2 made inroads, but it was lacking in ride comfort and in the latest technology features, and perhaps it was still just a little too small inside for American families. The Discovery Sport doesn't fully commit to either the upright and boxy or soft and car-like school of utility vehicle design. Rather, it mixes a lot of the attributes that make crossover utility vehicles so appealing, then adds just enough Land Rover ruggedness. It's all about the stand, really. The Discovery Sport's oversized wheels relative to its small mid-size body really fills out the wheel wells and give this model a planted, secured look from all angles. It's almost like a size-up hot hatch in proportions, from some angles. The Discovery Sport shows some of its underpinnings to the steel-bodied Evoque, which itself evolved from the LR2. But it's been stretched and pulled into a longer, wider form. It wears some aluminum body panels, but not down to its core. It's still a compact SUV, but now is one good for seating 7 passengers when its rearmost fold-away seats are counted. Compared to the previous LR2, the Discovery Sport is about 3.5 inches longer, with a wheelbase stretched by about the same amount. That allows enough extra space to fit a third-row seat, the small one, for sure, yet one that should meet what some parents need. Meanwhile, it's slightly wider than the LR2, translating to a little more cabin spaciousness. And while the roof is about 1.5 inches lower overall, it preserves its 8.3 inches of ground clearance. Land Rover actually sets expectations low for the 7-seat arrangement, calling it a 5+2 configuration, and it should be just fine for the occasional extra seat needed for child shuttling. The head of those front seats are supportive and super comfortable, with a good driving position, although you don't look over the hood in quite the same way as in most other Land Rover vehicles. And the second row is no compromise for adults. It slides fore and aft 6.3 inches in all, with reclining seatbacks, and is nicely proportioned, although that does mean that you sacrifice the completely flat cargo floor for folding. Rest assured, there's plenty of versatility and cargo space for gear and groceries. Land Rover also boasts that there are face-level air vents in all 3 rows, along with a USB charging port for every passenger, including in the third row. Overall, the new Discovery Sport performs and handles with a verge that's characteristic of car-based crossovers, yet those off-road chops are there when you need them. A 240 HP, 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder is smooth and strong here, and the pedal-shifted 9-speed automatic is a good companion for responsiveness, drivability, and gas mileage. The electric power steering loads up reassuringly here, while the brakes have the subtlety required for off-road combined with the reassuring pedal feel needed for higher speed stops. And the new rear suspension design allows more wheel travel and quieter, more absorbent and less pitchy ride than the LR2. In its stock configuration, with a Haldex all-wheel drive system that varies toward delivery between the front and rear wheels, the Discovery Sport is capable of a 0 to 60 mph time of 7.8 seconds, and a top speed of 124 miles per hour. Towing capability is 5.